Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like it o'clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Coming to my bathroom, coming from my bathroom, because I live in a small place with a whole lot of people. I was an addict, had to downsize. We're reaching out to higher places and going to better places by doing YouTube videos for one. But you guys, what's happening is people are hitting the subscribe and the bell. We're going to bring this into greatness. Another thing we're going to do, and I've decided to do this, if you seem to be a Pix aficionado, is that how you, aficionado? Or if you think you're good at Pix, let's do it that way. But aren't much for the video stuff and talking to people. Put your whatever, it doesn't matter what sport picks, down in the bottom in the comment section. And I'll do them video style for you. As we become YouTube sensations and the millions of dollars start flowing in, we'll help each other financially and all kinds of stuff like that. Abundance, it will be all over the place. And I'll come see you. We'll go to your favorite team's games together, and we'll do videos of that. It's going to be amazing. And it already is amazing right now just because you're listening. Just because you're listening. Okay, I did some picks earlier. I'm going to do a little more. Stay to the end. I got a little thing on Bill Peters and stuff with Calgary at the end if you want to hear my take on that sort of thing. If not, if you just want to hear the picks, good for you. Because whatever you want is what's important. Bruins versus the Senators. Well, the Montreal Canadiens, Price shit the bed or something. I didn't watch the game, okay? It was probably a defensive breakdown, Price, and everything. Something going on there. Last year, Price had a rough first part of the season as well, so we'll see what happens there. Bruins are on back-to-back. Bergeron's not going to be in there, but they're playing against the Senators team. All they got to do is outwork them. That's all they got to do. And get past Nielsen. Nielsen is playing freaking amazing. It's actually a kind of tough game to pick. I got to take the Bruins here, all right? But I don't think this is going to be a blowout. So if you're getting 1.5 from the Sens, maybe you want to go with this one. I'm taking the Bruins like 3-2, maybe 4-2, something of that nature. I think it'll be a close game. Blues versus the Lightning. I don't think I touched this game personally. The Lightning now are starting to transition back to their offensive style. They started playing extremely defensive. Cooper was sort of like, we got to know how to play both. So for the first part of the season, we're going to play super defensive. Probably won't be as good as we were before, but we can bail ourselves out because they've got so much freaking power. Stamkos isn't in. I got to take the Lightning at home here. It says Billington's going to be in. I think I got to take the Lightning at home. This could be an over. I don't know. I think it's a tough game. I think I'd fade it altogether. I'll take the Lightning 3-2 or something like that. Rangers versus the Canes. Another tough one. Lundqvist is playing extremely well. And Mrazek played well last game, but overall has not played well. This could be, I've always been going Canes over because they just have a lot of power, a lot of offense. They're a very fast team. And also they have average to maybe slightly above average, but pretty much average goaltending. On the road, the Rangers are hard to pick. They really are. I'm going to take the Canes 4-2. But again, I'd probably fade this game. Canucks versus the Penguins. All of these Canucks are making every pick tough. On paper, their defense should not be doing as well as they are. You can thank Green for that. Really, they're playing way better than their lineup says they should be. Of course, you've got Peterson and Besser, and that helps out a lot. With Pittsburgh, they have no Crosby, as we know, but it hasn't been slowing them down. Is it possible that we can go against Pittsburgh here in... I think it's close. I think if you're getting a game and a half from the Canucks, take it. And I'm thinking also 4-2, 3-2, something like that for Pittsburgh. Probably 3-2, because I said if you get a game and a half. It's probably 1 point either way. It feels like an overtime game to me. Well, I'm going to do the rest of the picks after, except I'm going to take care of this Flames Sabres, okay? What do we do with the Flames here now, and what happened with Bill Peters? First of all, the whole situation that's going on with Bill Peters, Babcock, and even the whole Don Cherry situation. What it is this is a generational change. The old guys have their old ways that, back when I was playing hockey, you used to get shit on quite a bit by coaches. They believed that shaming people built them up. Like, shaming people made them angry, and they tested your character. If you couldn't handle shaming, if you couldn't handle being talked shit to, then you weren't tough enough to be in the game. And that's pretty much it. Now, some of you out there may be listening to this and go, that's what it's supposed to be. If you can't handle shaming, you're a snowflake or whatever the fuck it is, right? No, I'm sorry. I've gone through both generations. I'm in the middle of all of this. I saw that, and now I've seen the transition. Shaming never solved anything. They were wrong. And as those players got older, they said, they tried to hold on to the idea that it toughened me up and all this stuff like this. But when they got older out of the game, as people came, they started to realize, you know what? That was never good. I didn't need that. That's not what I needed to become a better player at all. And the younger and what they did is they started coaching. So then they had this mix of the two. You're starting to see the younger guys like Sheldon Keefe and Bednar. Barry Trotz isn't younger, but he has the same philosophy, where they work with positive energies. Do they correct people? Of course they do, but they don't shame people. Shame is simply not an effective way to get the best out of people in the long run. In fact, it's a cancer in the long run. That is true. That is true in psychology today now, actually. So this is what's happening, and I'm glad it's happening. I'm glad all this shame shit's getting out of there. Kicking people or making them. I've heard so many ridiculous stories. A good example is when rookies that have to do things, I can't remember what they call that are embarrassing, and all of that, to think that they're part of the team and all of that. It's nonsense. I believe it's nonsense. If you don't believe, okay, you know what, I still love you, that's great. But that's what I believe. And I'm glad this is all coming out, and I hope the transition will happen. And it's starting to happen, because those coaches aren't being as good as they were before, are not as effective as they were before in the league now. Teams don't play well because these younger generations are like, screw you, I don't need that shit. I know that doesn't work. So there you go. That's what I got to say about that. Now, how does it affect the Calgary-Buffalo game? I have a feeling that Calgary's going to be relieved to be out of this situation, even though they're not quite out of it yet. I think they are going to be tired, though. This is going to be a tiring process for them. I think Buffalo will likely win this game, but I'm going to take Buffalo to win this game, probably about 4-2. But it wouldn't surprise me that Calgary comes out all loose and just scores like crazy. But I think it's going to take a game for that to happen. I made that mistake with the Bobby Ryan situation in Ottawa when that happened. That teams need a little time to process, and I think there might be a game to process, and then you're going to see Calgary move on. So that's my take. I'd stay away from that game. There's too many emotional factors. Okay, that's all I got to give. That's my full 42%. Going to Pilates at Chinky's House of Pilates and Yoga. That's the best. There, I said it. And I got another video coming up. So have a great day. Lots of love to you.